Hey guys, I've been putting off this video for so long because I've been procrastinating. Love that for me. But I can finally share some really big and exciting news in my life, which is that I'm moving to, drumroll please, I'm moving to Amsterdam to get my master's in film, which is super exciting. A lot of you probably followed me from when I moved to South Korea for my bachelor's, so it's gonna be a similar adventure. I hope you guys are as excited as I am to see this new era of my life. I wanted to kind of film my process of how I do a move abroad like this because there were so many questions last time I did it, and I wish that I had filmed more of like the moving process and the behind the scenes of it all. But up until this point, I've basically done all the legal stuff like the visa and all those good things. There is more behind the scenes that you're still not gonna see in this video, but those parts are not as fun and not as entertaining to watch, so I'm leaving that out purposely. But just know that it's not gonna be as easy as it looks. It does take a lot of work, but if it's something you want, it is gonna be worth the work. And meanwhile, I still have to pack, I still have to donate stuff to a consignment store, I have to donate stuff to just like donations for free, like not the consignment. I have to pack all my stuff in boxes, ship it out, and if you have any questions along the way, make sure to leave them down below and I'll be sure to address them in a future video. Right now, I am wrapping up one of the jobs that I had while I was here in the States. I was working as a casting director for an indie film. So right now, I'm just about to have a little interview, a little Zoom interview to just speak with my boss, and she does a podcast on like film chatter, so I'm going to be on her podcast right now, which is why I'm all dolled up. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Yes, well, thank you so much for joining us today, Abril. This is another episode of Film Chatter Podcast. You can get started modeling at Ford at 6. Like, what were you doing at 6? Like, most kids were playing on the playground.
I specifically always dreamt of like being in front of the camera, and Ford was one of them, and they called us back right away, wanted to sign right away, which was shocking, and we had to pack everything up and move to the city. I started acting a year into it, and I did a lot of like training, drama training. I did like Broadway musical training. For me, it was never like a job, it was fun. I had to mature really quickly for it not to affect me. I had to kind of understand that rejection was a part of it and not get offended by those things. And when you're 6, 7 years old, that can be difficult.
How long were you modeling for?
So I started at 6 and I kind of tapered out when I was like 16. I started to get cystic acne and they did not like that. So yeah.
Oh no, they couldn't put you on no Neutrogena commercials or something like that?
No,
You found some work.
Even back then, like all the Neutrogena commercials were like clear skin, like you had to have perfect skin. But recently, like a couple years ago, when I was becoming much more open about my cystic acne online, I did a campaign for About Face, which is Halsey's makeup brand, and that was one of the first times I even remember seeing an ad with someone showing cystic acne. So I think there's a lot of work still to be done in the industry when it comes to that.
I think that's like the misconception is you think you can go to the doctor and get fixed and then they don't know. And then you have to find out and become your own doctor to heal yourself.
Exactly. I kind of was done hiding it because for so long I had been ashamed of it and I had layered on the makeup just to even step outside of my house, and I started to share it, and there was a lot of negativity that came with it, but the positive side of it was so overwhelmingly positive and heartwarming that yeah, it just made me want to continue on that journey online. Morning. So the rain is really bad. Let me show y'all. I had planned to maybe go consign some of my clothing today. They're literally saying not to drive because of the flooding. I'm stuck at home for the second day. Yesterday night, I had to actually cancel my plans that I had with my friend because of the rain. So it's frustrating because I don't have that much time left to get everything I need to do done. Hey y'all, looking a little bit sweaty. It's humid, so the camera's like fogged the fuck up. I didn't film me lugging the 5 bags of stuff to Plato's Closet, but if you don't know what Plato's Closet is, it's like a consignment, but they process it same day and they give you money same day. It's the only one that would work for me, because any other consignment store, if it doesn't sell within a certain period of time, you have to come and get it, and they also take like weeks to assess your stuff, which I just don't have. I'm currently in a random parking lot in Jersey. If I still have a lot left over, I'm gonna go to a second Plato's Closet. It's one of those days, a lot of waiting and a lot of sweating. It's literally 100 degrees today. I'm back home now. I ended up taking about 2.5 bags of my stuff. I still have 2.5 bags left though. These 3 things that I want to get tailored and fixed before I bring them over with me. So I'm gonna run over to the tailor. It has been a very, very busy day. I'm tired. But as a little pick-me-up, I did get myself a Cherry Coke from Sonic. If you know, you know. They have the best ice ever, so. Hey guys, so this angle is so bad. These are my driving glasses for at night, so people's high beams don't blind me, because people in New Jersey love to blind you with their high beams on, and they don't give a fuck if you signal them to turn it off. They really don't care. And this person in front of me is going very slow in a 50. Anyway, I had a really nice time in New York with my friend. We had lunch and we chatted. Yeah, it ended up not actually raining, so it was really enjoyable. I managed to go into a few shops before meeting with my friend, because I have a Barbie themed party, and I had absolutely nothing to wear for it. I'm actually going to see the Barbie movie tomorrow, which is really, really exciting and kind of surreal to say, because I feel like I've been waiting so long to see it. So currently driving back home, I was in the city for about 6 hours. It's like 2 hours there and 2 hours back. I'm just gonna have like a chill night in. I'm sorry I didn't vlog in the city, but it does get a little hectic when you're there. There's just so many people, and I really hate to like have my phone out when there's like all those people around. I'm actually going back into the city the day after tomorrow, so that's not fun actually. It is really expensive to go into the city. I pay $32 round trip for a train ticket. The roads in New Jersey are so nice. Our tax money going hard at work. But yeah, and the parking is like $14, so it is pretty pricey, which is fun. Love that for me, especially because literally not one of my friends wants to come out to Jersey to see me, which I get, because New Jersey is very fucking boring. There's literally nothing, like less than nothing to do, unless you really like going to parks and like nature. Like, I think it's fun to go to trails, like nature trails, and I can't really do that by myself because I'm afraid to get killed, raped, eaten by a bear, you know, just the casual, usual things. So it is unfortunate, because there's so much that I wanted to do out here that I'm just not really capable of doing by myself. I mean, I am, and I have done them. I have had a couple weird experiences going on trails by myself here, a couple scary experiences, so definitely wouldn't recommend. But I've definitely done it before, because sometimes you're just so bored, you're like going nuts, and you just like have to do it. I don't know, is that relatable? Probably not. It's just like I've lived here in New Jersey for 3 years now. I think it's 3 years. I was born here. Well, actually I was born in Pennsylvania, but I lived here until I was 7. Then I moved to New York City, and then Seoul, then LA, then back here. And I lived here for the last 3 years. Just to like, bumpy, just to finish my degree, and also just like recuperate my mental health, because after living in LA, I was like severely disturbed from that experience, and I never really got way in a sense. But yeah, I'm doing much better now, which is great. But I couldn't have done it without New Jersey and being able to live in a house by myself and just like really focus on my mental well-being. So I'm really grateful that I had that space, no matter how lonely and boring it may have been. Yeah, and I'm really grateful for my car here that I'm driving. I actually didn't get my license until I moved back to New Jersey, so I started getting my license in, let's see, I've been driving for a little over a year now, so sometime in like 2021, 2022 is when I got my license, and I really, really, really love driving. I really fucking love my car. I'm sure you guys have, if you follow me on Instagram, or any social media for that matter, you've probably seen my car. I have a Fiat 500. She's yellow and black striped like a bumblebee, and I'm obsessed with her. I'm doing something a little bit out of the rules right now. So I'm definitely gonna miss my car the most when I move to Amsterdam. I considered shipping my car over there, and I think it's still a possibility, like if I end up moving there long term, because it is like the perfect car for Amsterdam. Everyone there has like a Fiat or like these really tiny mini 2-person cars that are so funny and cute. If you ever get the chance to see them, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't have your license and you're anxious about driving and you're nervous but you want to try, I really, really encourage you to. It's given me a sense of independence that I really needed when I was at a low point in my life. So and it made me feel like I can like achieve anything I put my mind to, because I used to think like there's no way I'm gonna be able to drive a big ass car. And granted, like I'm not driving a big ass car, I'm driving a tiny little car, but I'm doing it. You know, I'm literally, what am I doing? I'm literally driving right now, and it's nothing. It's literally like nothing. Watch me like crash. I shouldn't say that. I should not say that. It's been an interesting 3 years living in Jersey and commuting into the city every time I want to see my friends, because they don't come out here, and I have 0 friends in Jersey. All my friends are, I mean, I had them when I was in like kindergarten, but I never really kept in touch with them when I moved to New York. So yeah, it's pretty bleak out here for me. I do have like some work friends, but again, they work, so it's hard to see them. I was talking with my friend today, and we were talking about adult friendships and how difficult they really are to keep. And you're freaking lights, brother. How difficult they are to keep and maintain and like discover and find. It really is sad, because I've lost touch with so many people, but that's kind of just life when you grow up, and it's not something that you are told as a kid. Actually, a lot of what I experienced in adulthood I was not made aware of, but like also, what were my parents gonna do? Sit me down and like list all the most horrible things about being an adult? Pretty glad they didn't do that, because I think I would have just ended it right then and there. I'm really excited to move and live in a place where I'm happy, I'm thriving, I'm in a walkable community, I can see people, I have friends in the same community, I can work one job and survive and pay rent. That's the biggest thing, because as you may or may not know, actually Jersey has like the highest state tax, I think, in the USA. I could be wrong. I believe they're number 1. I saw like a list recently. And that's because a lot of people live in, work in New York and live out here to get like a bigger house and whatnot. But don't move out here. It fucking sucks. Good morning. I am pretty exhausted. I'm gonna moisturize because I'm really dry and I extracted a pimple there and she needs some love. Lala Retro, you know the vibes. Today, having horrible cough because of the poor air quality in New York yesterday. I have to go pick up the 2 items that I dropped off at the tailor's today. I think they're gonna be ready. And then we're gonna go watch the Barbie movie! Woo! I'm not gonna get all dressed up for the Barbie movie because I'm just going by myself to go watch it in the cinema. I do have a Barbie party in the next couple of days, so I will get dressed up and celebrate for that. And then I have to put out about 10 boxes. I think it might be, give or take, 10 boxes of donations out. So that's gonna be a lot of like manual labor and lifting. So that's what we're doing later because the donation pickup is tomorrow. I did get my boxes in the mail, so I can finally start like packing and shipping my stuff over to Amsterdam. I signed my lease yesterday, which is really exciting. Let's go pick up our stuff from the tailor, shall we? Just gonna put on some eye drops. I love these. Oh, I love these Lumify eye drops. They like really make the whites of your eyes like bright. And I find that like when I wake up, I have really dry eyes a lot of the time. So kind of just like wakes me up, fresh, ready to go. It was $25 per fix, and I thought they were pretty minuscule fixes, so I did expect it to be a little bit cheaper, but it is like artisan work and something that I definitely can't do, so I'm kind of willing to pay. And they're like a small business in my town, so I'm happy to support in any way that I can. Got it, girl. Let's get in this car. Are we so excited? Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Okay guys, they fit. So they used to be like really huge up here. Obviously they are like wide leg, like loose, but I wanted them to fit at the waist, and now they do, and I think that's so fun and so cute. They're really like super high-waisted, but if you wear a shirt over, like you can't really tell. But yeah, they're giving jorts. Love it. Yeah, I implore you guys, instead of to like buy a bunch of new things, just like take in things to get fixed that you love and maybe are old or maybe don't fit you the way they used to or the way you want them to. Go get them tailored. Okay, so since I have quite a bit of time until I have to go see the movie, I put my hair up. I mean business, because this is all the stuff. Not those, that's recycling. These bags and these boxes here, I need to put all of that outside at the end of my driveway. So we're gonna do that now. Okay, y'all, we're fitted up to see Barbie. Yes, I'm wearing Uggs in summer. I literally don't give a fuck. I want to be comfy. Water bottle's even pink. Can you believe it? I was gonna return this shirt because I only bought it as a backup for the party that I'm going to, but I really like this pink on my skin tone. Loving her, feeling her. I'm gonna keep the tags on just in case, but I think I might keep it.
And a Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid. Kia, movement that inspires.
Hey, Jamie. Oh, what am I up to? Just another house in Malibu. She's been an astronaut, an architect.
All right, so I just got out of the Barbie movie. I literally, I don't know if you can tell, but cried my eyes out, literally sobbing. So silly of me, but I do have like a sentimental attachment to Barbie because I loved her as a kid. I think it's about seeing like your childhood represented on a screen. It's like oddly emotional, and just being in a theater with so many like young girls and people my age and older women who like resonated, and you could feel that energy, and it was just I'm being dramatic a little bit, but it was beautiful. I love Margot Robbie. Yeah, I love to feel that like girl power and girl energy. It's like, it is sometimes really hard to be a woman and like everything that comes with it in society. It is hard. So this is just like celebrating all of that, and it's very empowering, and I appreciate that because I don't know that there's so many like movies or TV shows that I see that like make me feel that way, and being able to share that experience with other people in the cinema, like all dressed in pink, we're all so excited. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. And I used to really love Barbie as a kid, literally obsessed with Barbie. I had like a whole crate in my playroom of just Barbies. It was really funny as well. It wasn't just like emotional sappy movie. I'm making it out to be a lot more emotional than it actually was. I think I movies make me like overly emotional, especially when it's something I resonate with. Like, I cried my eyes out at the Mario movie. Literally sobbed my eyes out because I used to love Mario as a kid. I don't know, I'm just a very sensitive person. But that was truly like, it will, if you were into Barbie, or I feel like if you're a woman, you will probably cry or maybe get a little emotional. But it's not, I'm not crying because it was sad. It was just like truly a beautiful experience to share with other people and families and kids and yeah, whatnot. I felt like a camaraderie in the theater. So that was really fun. I'm so glad that I came out to see it today, and I dressed up and lived my Barbie fantasy even though I am by myself. And yeah, literally literally a freaking mess, brother. Oh my god. You would think that I went to see like Les Miserables or something. Well, I need to go eat something because I haven't eaten a proper meal all day. I had french fries and cherry coke just now.
Went to one of them with her Wicked co-star John for forever since they're kids.
Right. So what's the tea with this?
So
Like,
basically,
Kylie?
after like the whole thing came out, like Chloe, Kim, like the whole production crew, besides Kylie, was like bullying Jordan super hard, like basically just canceling her.
Okay, I didn't know about this.
Yes.
Hey guys, I know I look a little bit disheveled, but I've been packing all day. We have one full suitcase packed with some shoes and clothing. I'm packing all of the stuff into vacuum sealed bags to make them more compacted so that they will fit better. But I also have these boxes. So I am running out of space, but I also don't have that much left that I wanted to bring. Just a few jackets, and I believe some purses, but that's basically it. So I'm just trying to figure out logistically like what I want to have with me for the whole month that I will be in the UK. Well, it's not a month, it's just like a couple weeks, because I won't have access to any of that other clothing. It's going straight to Amsterdam. And that's been a little tricky. I don't want to jinx anything because why would I? But you never know if things are actually going to arrive safely to where you're shipping them. I've had times in the past where, granted, I shipped with USPS, which don't do that. Never do that. And they delivered my boxes half open with stuff missing. So I did the vacuum seal boxes so it would be harder for stuff to fall out if there was damage to the box. And I also got, I believe they're called double walled boxes. They're a little sturdier. They are expensive, but you know, I'm just trying to do it the safest way possible here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and have some lunch. And then I'm going to get back to the packing, but I'm pretty much done, which is good because by the end of this month, I want to have my shipment kind of booked out, and you need the weight and dimensions of the suitcases or boxes that you're trying to ship. So obviously I won't know the weight until they're fully packed, which also means that for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be very limited in my wardrobe. I won't have a lot of access to my clothing to wear. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be forced to get a little bit creative, but that's okay. Good morning. Sorry, good morning. So yesterday I finished packing up 3 suitcases. I still think I'm gonna pack 2 extra boxes with me as well because I do still have things that I want to bring. So today what my mission is going to be, okay, checklist. Firstly, go to Nordstrom Rack or the like, those sort of stores, to see if they have any jewelry organizers for travel. First thing, I would need that. I could buy it off Amazon as well, but I just want to see if they have any that I can see in person. And I need preferably a bigger one of those for the moving boxes. So that's for the jewelry that I'm not bringing to UK with me. And then I need locks for the luggages, preferably about 4 of them I need. They're kind of hard to find around me. I have this issue every time I travel. And then my health insurance, I'm not gonna roll my eyes because they ended up approving it, so thank you to my health insurance, but they gave me such a hard time when I requested a year in advance of my birth control. Now, I've heard that they do this, so I didn't think it was that outlandish, especially because birth control, it's not like a medication that I can like sell on the black, I mean, I guess I could, but it's not like an addictive medication that like can be harmful to me or be used as a drug, literally. So they had approved it initially, and then they told me, no, you're only able to get 3 months at a time. You shouldn't be outside of the country for longer than 3 months to not access your prescription. I was like, have you ever met someone that's studied abroad? I'm getting a year in advance just in case something doesn't allow me to come back and I don't have to worry about that and not have my birth control prescription. But they were so like not understanding on the phone at first. So I was just like, okay, whatever. And I was looking into buying it without insurance, which would be $99 or $100 per like pack. And I would need 12. Do the math. That's a lot of money. I was seriously considering it, but obviously like I will also get health insurance in Amsterdam. So I thought also, okay, like they probably will have an equivalent. The only reason I really want to stick with my birth control and not change anything is because it's the birth control I've been taking since my cystic acne basically cleared up on its own without Accutane. So I am afraid that if I start to make changes to that and not have access to it, I may go through that again. And I always say to you guys, like, yeah, it's not like cured. Like I'm sure my acne will come back, and I'm sure it will. Honestly, like I'm always waiting for that. But if there's things I can do to prevent that from happening, obviously I'm gonna fight for those things. So finally I just kind of gave up and I was like, well, maybe I'll find it in Amsterdam. And then today they emailed me again. This is now the 4th time they've like said I can, said I can't, said I can, said I can't. Now they're saying I can actually do it. And so when I go to the pharmacy and pick up 12 months, it should be covered. So I'm gonna go and try and see. I have a feeling it's not gonna be as easy as they made it out to be. So we're gonna go on a little shopping trip this morning. It is, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 10:06 a.m.
10 a.m. So we're starting early pearly. There's an excessive heat warning for today. I think it's supposed to get up to like 95 degrees. So I don't really want to be out and about when it gets super hot. I'm going to try to get everything shopping wise done early in the morning and then come back here in the afternoon and do my packing and do everything else. That's my plan for today. I'm literally exhausted. I feel like I've had to do so much recently, but it's not over yet. So let's go. Okay, so this is everything I got. I had to restock my skincare routine just in case I run out while I'm traveling and I don't want to rush to like have to find everything. So I just have my little skincare routine, my mascara, which is so hard to find. These, if you know, you know, they're amazing for everything. I always need these. They're the squishy version. They're great for traveling. And then I got a couple of these as well. Then I need to change my glass on my phone because it's really broken. We got the locks, which were needed. This was the only pack of 3. I'm so glad they had some left. And then I have 4 bag tags that I think are really cute. They're not necessary, but it's good to just have. Some purple shampoo, just because I need it for the last few weeks. And then this is kind of odd. I don't know if it's gonna work for my purposes. It's basically a cooler bag for food. It also came with these little containers. But what my plan is, because it's supposed to keep things cool, I'm gonna put my skincare, like serums and stuff that are kind of perishable. I normally keep them in a mini fridge. So for travel, I'm going to put them in this little freezer bag. And that's everything I got today. So that's pretty good. Oh, also I found the suitcase I already own, but brand new. Mine is broken at the end, so I thought it'd be a good time to replace it. So yeah, 40 bucks, really good. I'm so glad I got all this stuff done. I'm done. So I'm covering the address, sorry. There's 2 full boxes already closed up. And then these are fully packed up. I have locks on each and every one, just for safety and security. They're pretty durable. We have the luggage tags, which are all filled out. So I'm gonna place the order. I'm gonna place the order to have them picked up on the 5th, I believe, is when, unless they do a weekend. That would be really nice. And yeah, I'm basically done. Like, all I have left really to do is to clean up the house. My parents are not gonna be here for quite some time either, so we really just wanna make sure it's like wrapped up nicely and okay to be on its own. So I'm also just gonna like make sure I'm cleaning out my room a little bit. Yeah, I look so disheveled right now, but it's been a long day. It's been a long couple of days packing. I'm definitely glad that I started a little bit early because it did take a few more days than I thought it would. As I'm finishing, there's definitely gonna be like extras here and there that I'm gonna notice, like, ooh, I'm gonna want this. Like, I'm already seeing my Switch in its console, and I'm like, how am I gonna ship that or take it with me? So it's definitely good to save like the last week just for in case sort of things and not have to rush everything. And for the rest of the day, I have to wash this hair. I might do my roots a little bit because they're very dark, as you can see. And relax because tomorrow I have a podiatrist appointment an hour away. Oh, also about my birth control. So as you can tell by the vlog, I did not get my birth control successfully today. I knew that was gonna happen. I did say that. Basically, they always give me trouble when it comes to refill my birth control. I don't know why. Like, you have to call the pharmacy and call the doctor, and it's not like an automatic refill, which it should be because like I'm always taking it. But basically my insurance said that they had approved it and they already sent in like the coverage. So I was just good to go and pick it up today. And I did request a refill from my doctor, which they had approved. And so I went in today and they said that they had no refill requests. There were no more refills left on it. So they had to call my doctor. And basically at first they were saying they only wanted to give me 6 months. And they were like, won't you be back? I'm like, well, during like winter break, I don't really want to have to come all the way back to New Jersey to here just because I need to pick up a prescription. Like, I think my family is thinking of doing Christmas in like a tropical location, so I may not actually come back here for the whole year. So I told them like, I can't guarantee it, and I also don't want to have to stress about that on my vacation time. So I'd rather just have the whole year if possible. So they were able to approve it, but the pharmacy didn't have enough. I think they only had like an 8-month supply, so they have to order a bit more. So tomorrow I'm going to go and pick that up. Hopefully they don't give me any more issues. Feeling good. I'm feeling like I need a shower and relax. And yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Morning. I went to Dairy Queen. I want to try the upside down thing, but this looks really liquidy, so I'm not going to do that. I woke up with this huge pimple this morning, so we're wearing her with pride. But basically, when I went to get my prescription this morning, they said it wasn't ready yet, so that was a failure. I'll have to go this afternoon. And then I have my podiatrist appointment at 1:15. It's 11:30. I drove way too early, but I've never been to this area and I thought it would be quite far, so I thought I'd go early. But now I have like 2 hours to kill, so I decided to go to Dairy Queen because there's none near me. And I've been wanting it. And let's see, let's do a taste test. It's good. I like it has like some good chunks of Oreo in there. It's like a whole bit right there. Ooh, good. Literally like in the middle of nowhere, like on the side of a highway. There's just this random like tiny little Dairy Queen. So that's super random. And I was talking to the girl. It's literally one girl. I feel so bad for her, just working by herself. And I was asking her like, what is there to do around here? Because I have like 2 hours to go. And she's like, I don't know. Like the nearest mall is like 30 minutes away. I'm like, if that doesn't describe New Jersey, like I don't know what will. First impressions of Jersey Mike's. I liked it. It was a little bit soggy and falling apart, like the bread. I know they put like some like vinaigrette or some shit, and I asked for everything on it because I just didn't know what to do, and it was good. I wouldn't like, I'm not like obsessed, like it's okay. It's basically like Subway, just a little more basic, like they have less toppings to add. And they were really nice. I told them it was my first time, and they were like, oh, I better make this the best sub ever, and I appreciate that. That was nice. Still have 1 more hour until my appointment, which is like 5 minutes away. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but there is like a really creepy man. Where'd he go? Is he still sitting there? Oh, he's not sitting there anymore, so I'm good. That means I'm gonna sit here for 30 minutes. This pimple, oh my god. Good morning. So I was successful in getting my year of birth control, which is really awesome. They did give me a little bit of a hard time. I had to go back and forth. I had to talk to my doctor, but we were successful in that, which I didn't think I would be. So I'm really happy about that. The shipment company that I'm shipping out the boxes and luggage with, they didn't send me like the formal instructions until after I weighed and measured the boxes, and I had closed 3 of them to be able to weigh them because I wanted to kind of gauge how many I would need and like fit them. So I just closed them up. And I shouldn't have done that because they want you to put labels on the inside as well as the outside. So now I'm gonna have to open up 3 boxes that I literally sealed back to front with tape. So that's really, really frustrating. I also have a lot of rules. Like you can't send anything with lithium batteries. You can't send any jewelry, any cosmetics, any skincare, any jewelry. Did I already say that? Yes, I did. So it's really a bit frustrating because those are like the majority of things that I wanted to kind of ship, especially the skincare and stuff. I have a lot to bring. So I'm gonna have to take a lot luggage wise with me now. So that's really annoying, but I also don't want it seized by customs. They also say that you're not supposed to use vacuum sealed bags because if they do seize it in customs and look through it, they might lose your items. I'm like, why would they lose it if it's like a bag? Like just give me the bag, right? I don't know. I guess because it's hard to repack. I'm gonna have to deal with that when I get there because everything's vacuum sealed and I just don't think it's gonna fit without a vacuum seal because they are jackets. And jackets tend to take up a lot of room unless they're vacuum sealed down. I'm just gonna have to hope that they don't seize it in customs. If they do, it's gonna be a pain in the fucking ass probably. They have so many rules and it's getting a little frustrating and ridiculous. Like they don't accept locks on the bags, even though customs can break the locks or they're TSA approved, so I'm sure they can open them. They say they won't accept the bags if they have locks. So to get cable ties, which who has cable ties? Like now I have to go fucking find cable ties somewhere. And they want you to, rather than tape the label on, to put it in like a plastic document file and then tape it on. It's like, come on, let's really. So yeah, on top of the $1,400 I'm paying to ship all the stuff, I have to go and buy all these fucking supplies. It's just annoying that they don't tell you like a lot of these rules until after you reserve the shipment. Granted, they have been really good customer service wise. I've asked them about literally everything. They allow like a USB microphone, but they don't allow like a gaming console holder. So the rules are a little bit wishy-washy to me. They also didn't allow crystals like selenite. I wanted to just bring a few to have, and they're like, no, customs like gives they have issue with that, because I guess it's considered like religious stuff, which it's not. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to kind of reevaluate, and they're picking myself up tomorrow. So I'm gonna rush out now. It's really cloudy. It looks like it might rain, but I'm gonna rush out to Target, and then I'm going to the Apple store. I have, right there, I have 2 laptops and a computer to recycle. They're not functional anymore. They're from like 2013. So I'm gonna go do that at 2 p.m. as well. Tomorrow I'm meeting with a friend, which is gonna be really nice to see her before I go. Oh, not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Tomorrow is when they pick up my shipment, and because they don't really give you a window of time when they're gonna come, you just are expected to be home all day from 9 to 6 waiting for them, which is really funny and cute. It's like, why can't you give me a call, you know? But they claim that they can't. So it's also like that for the drop off, which I'm a little concerned about, because my roommate is the one picking it up, and I feel bad to ask her to like sit at home from 9 to 6. It's a little bit stressful. I'm hoping that it all kind of falls into place and goes smoothly. So far, most everything has. There it goes. Bye-bye. Take good care of my boxes. Take good care of my Miss 60 shirts and my Mew Mew kitten heels. The FedEx courier just came and picked up my boxes and my bags. He's actually still outside. I helped him load them in because they were very heavy. Now all that's left to do is clean this goddamn house. I've been dilly-dallying all day when I should be cleaning. It wasn't that bad of like a moving vlog. I think Korea was a little more difficult just because I had to do like all these like visa things. I had to take like a Korean test. It was a lot more steps. Good morning, Alexa. Alexa? Alexa? Good morning. Okay, she doesn't want to talk. I thought it would be cute if she like told us like the weather and stuff, but she's just like not up to it this morning. My Alexa definitely like has a mind of her own. Again, wearing this shirt in a different variation. Finally, this is my last full day, I believe. I got ready today because I'm going to grab lunch with a friend and ex-coworker. So today is Saturday. Yeah. So tomorrow I leave. My flight is tomorrow. I'm feeling really, really accomplished. I did everything that I set out to do, even though we had some setbacks, even though I definitely rotted on the couch longer than I should have. We still got things done, and I'm really, really proud of myself. So yeah, this is the one day on the vlog you get a bro with makeup on, because I'm actually leaving the house and not just like lugging boxes around and sweating my ass off. There was a comment on one of my vlogs that said something along the lines of like, Abril just looks good with makeup on. And I was like, first off, let me just say one thing, okay? I don't care what you think about my appearance. I want you to like me as a person. I want you to care about my endeavors and my life. I am over caring about what people think about my appearance. I'm gonna be 25 years old next year. I literally don't care. I'm sure that person didn't mean that comment in a negative light. They probably meant it in a positive way and it was just like worded wrong, or maybe they didn't, whatever. Not everything is about appearance. And the vlog that they were commenting on had nothing to do with like my appearance. It wasn't about like makeup or skincare or looks, nothing. When I work so hard to put out content that is showing my life in a genuine, real light, and I put myself out there without having to look good. It is frustrating when people still just want to talk about appearance, because you've seen in this vlog, I'm very open about the way I look naturally, about the way life is naturally. I don't think it benefits anyone, not you, especially not me, to fake things and to always be trying to be perfect for an audience that I don't even really see in real life. While I get it, like I definitely know that I look more like alive with makeup on. I think everyone can kind of say that. I love my no makeup face. I love who I am. So this is just a reminder to everyone out there that appearance is definitely not the most important part about who you are as a person. You can be beautiful when you are not feeling beautiful. And that is, I think that's why it really gets me, because I think that's the message that I've been spreading for years on my platform, is like, even at your, what you might think is your lowest point, you still are beautiful, because beauty is so much more than long black eyelashes and a highlight. Like, you know what I mean? Beauty comes from within. Beautiful can mean so many different things. I just want to remind you guys of that. You definitely are entitled to your own opinion about how I look better and how I don't, but my whole platform is really about embracing beauty in every shape and form, not just conventionally looking good, if that makes sense. To that person, you're getting your makeup Abril today. You're welcome. I hope it's really worth it. I feel like I don't look that different, but whatever. It's just really funny because I feel like so many times on Instagram I'll get like hate comments about how I'm so fake and I never don't have makeup on, and I'm like, you're seeing a profile, okay? Like a profile of a lot of sponsored posts where I'm wearing makeup or I have to do like skincare or whatever. And yes, I do have makeup on. In my real day-to-day life, that's so not true for me. I wear makeup like one day out of like 3 weeks because it's just like not the reality. I just think it's interesting how people consume me online and then assume things and make up like ideas about what I look like or what I don't look like or when I look the best. Just a reminder to you guys today, you're beautiful no matter what. Even if you tried to get ready, even if you didn't, you're stunning. Beauty comes from within. Beauty is about who you are as a person. Beauty is in your hobbies. Beauty is in your interests. Beauty is in your passion. Don't get deterred by social media. Don't get deterred by scrolling and seeing the most perfect, beautiful people. Social media is not real. It's just not real. And I love you guys. Let's go get some really yummy ramen and soup dumplings. I'm really excited. I feel like I haven't been out of my house for like for so long. I mean, I have been out of my house, but not for like to meet a friend or something. So this is definitely like well deserved after all the hard work I went through. Our last ride, we left her at 50,594 miles. I bought her at, I believe, 36. So she's been driven pretty well by me in the last, I think it's only been like a year and a half. So definitely gonna miss her. This is my spicy ramen, and then we have Allie's. Sweet corn and ricotta. What did you get, Allie?
I got the sweet basil and ricotta.
The basil looks so pretty in color. Mm-hmm. Cheers. Oh, it's melting already. All right, y'all. Formal goodbye. I love this car so much. Last night in bed. I mean, in my bed. Last night in my room. I finally managed to squeeze everything into my luggage. I did a test run where I like closed it up and everything fits just fine. So we're good to go. All I have to do tomorrow is take out the trash, vacuum a little bit, and we're good. I cleaned the bed and everything. So yeah, this is my last night sleeping in this bed until God knows when. So love you. Love you. Love you, large poster of baby Abril that stares at me every night. Good night, guys. Tomorrow we start our new adventure. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll join me on the rest of my excursion, traveling to Amsterdam and my first year there.